We've hit a little bit on retail in a couple of our discussions thus far. Um, boy, sea change in the retail industry. It was happening for many years with Amazon and other, mail order retail delivery. But now a lot of stores you can't even go into. So, what's the future of retail for design and construction firms?
Yeah, it sure doesn't look good. You hear the stories not only of the retailers, but the developers that develop shopping centers, shopping mall, and there's pockets that are good. There's some grocery areas, especially retailers, that make sense. But in general, most of that is shifting to an online. It's nothing new that's been happening. The one comment I will make that kind of is the shining light there.
Mm-hmm.
Most retail is still bought in person. Now, in spite of the fact that the last couple of weeks a lot of stores were closed, the overwhelming majority of retail of products are bought in person, not online. However, the online has been growing at such a rapid rate. It's only a matter of time before it overtakes it. But right now, the overwhelming majority of stuff we buy is in a shopping center, in a shopping mall.
Yeah.
But it's not someplace I would invest.
Yeah, that's right. So in my community, we have our Galleria Mall, like every other community has, and It opened in 1989. I remember it vividly. It was a big deal. It was our first two-level mall in our community, and now it's half vacant. There was a Bon-Ton department store. They're out of business. There was a Sears department store that closed. There was a JCPenney department store that closed. And so the Sears space is partially being occupied by a casino that's under construction right now. The Bon-Ton space, which was just a department store, is now going to be converted into mini storage.
Yep.
So earlier we were talking about repurposing other spaces, but certainly repurposing of retail spaces, I think, is going to be accelerating in the coming years.
Yeah, and that, the example you just gave is one of many. You hear about it being repurposed already. I'm thinking of one shopping mall I now know where the two-story department store, as you mentioned, the one floor actually was converted into medical office space, and the other floor was converted into a branch of a community college. They have classrooms in there and offices and faculty offices. So repositioning, and they're the lucky ones that they're able to reposition, some of which they tore down parts of the mall and built multifamily housing. There's one near me where they did that. Those are the ones that survive. It doesn't take long to just Google, dead malls or abandoned malls and look at the images of shopping centers that have closed over the last 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah. It's fascinating, especially the ones where Mother Nature has taken over part of the mall again.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I think, retail for the next forever, at least the next decade, we're really going to be talking more and more about e-commerce.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person that likes to go see, touch, feel before I make a purchase. But by the same token, I have Target delivering groceries to me, and I'm kind of liking it.
Yeah.
So I never went to Target for groceries. But as the grocery stores became swamped with home delivery, I found that was an outlet I could use and still get the product I wanted.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. And tied to that, there's been discussion about, even before this all occurred, the pandemic occurred, there was discussions about kind of, I think it was showrooming, I think they were calling it, where somebody like a Best Buy would have a physical space only so you could go and check out TVs and computers and the like, but you would come back and order it. I question, why does Best Buy want to do that if you come back to your computer and find it cheaper at some other entity online and buy it? Yeah. Where's the benefit to Best Buy to have that showrooming? I guess you might be stimulating the market in general for TV or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's why a lot of these retailers will do a price match. And maybe in Best Buy's case, you can have it delivered sooner than you could from Amazon or somewhere else.
Yeah, and that's their differentiator, I guess.
Yeah. So like we talked about earlier under logistics, I think, a lot of these stores are going to be increasingly be last mile fulfillment centers within the logistics networks.
Yep, yeah, I agree. You already see that occurring, that some of the larger big boxes like Best Buy or Lowe's or Home Depot are already devoting a portion of their space to that. Yeah.
And there's been an interesting counter trend in retail developing with Amazon moving to having some physical stores.
Yeah.
But the way they're disrupting the model is you go in and your phone senses you and you walk through and it senses everything you put in your cart and you walk out and you have no human interaction and it's just automatically withdrawn from the credit card you have on file at amazon.com.
Yeah, I was actually in one of those stores out in the Seattle area. Just unique experience. But
Did you buy anything?
No, actually, I didn't. Just in all candor, you have to download their app and attach it to a credit card, et cetera. And just the time frame I was just in a rush time frame, and I couldn't get that all done in time. But it was kind of an interesting. You just walk around, pick up stuff, and walk out.
Overall, retail wise, people are still going to be buying stuff. That's not going to change. It's just how they're getting the product that's changing greatly.